Having seen the confused face of the students, I want to discuss some lines about that kinds of voice change to give a kind of clear idea about the voice change. If somebody asks to you that what's voice change, you may feel confused. You may feel confused. Examples are easy, like that I eat rice, rice is eaten by me. But everybody can able to give that kinds of examples. In the foreign country, if somebody is asked what's the difference of the voice change, he fails to answer. Listen, voice change is that form of a verb which indicates either the subject is doing that kinds of work or the work is being done upon the subject. Mind the line. Either voice change is that form of a verb which indicates either the subject is doing that kinds of work or the work is being done upon the subject. If the subject is doing the work, that's called active voice, and if the work is being done upon the subject, that's called the passive voice. Here is writing a letter. Here the subject is he is doing that kinds of work. So no doubt it is an active voice. Example of the active voice. He is writing a letter. A letter is being written by him. Here a letter is the subject in that particular kinds of sentence, but the subject is not doing the work. The work is being done upon the subject. A letter is subject, work is being done upon the subject. That's why it's called passive voice. And passive voice symptomatic is that B verb will be there and PP form will be there. If in a particular kinds of sentence, if you don't find the B verb and the PP form, it will be not considered as the passive voice. And so you got a kinds of examples. He draws a picture, subject is doing the work, active voice he. Picture is drawn by him. Work is being done from the subject, so passive voice. Let's take another kinds of examples. Voice change is divided into three forms: active voice, passive voice, and quasi-passive voice. What is quasi-passive voice? Some of the students ask me a kind of question. So what is a quasi-passive voice? Quasi-passive voice is that form of a verb which indicates, which are active in form but passive in sense. It is that form of a voice which indicates, which shows the active in form. The subject is active in form but passive in sense. Like honey tastes sweet. So looking like that kinds of present indicative subject here, honey, third person single number SOS. So looking like present indicative. So honey tastes sweet. Sentence is looking like active. But honey cannot have the power to taste itself by itself. So that's why it's a passive. Active in form but passive in sense. That's why it's being called quasi-passive voice. So voice change is divided into three parts: active voice, passive voice, and quasi-passive voice. In that particular case of word thought, I gave you a kind of examples of the active voice, passive voice, and quasi-passive voice. So my dear viewers, you listen to that kinds of video for identification of the active voice, passive voice, and quasi-passive voice. If you have any more examples, if you have any confusions, you ask to me in that kinds of video, write your comment. I will obviously help you. I'm giving some of the sentences and you tell me that what is active voice, what is passive voice, what is quasi-passive voice. Number 1, he is going to market. Number 2, rice has been eaten by him. Number 3, he draws picture. Number 4, I have seen him. Number 5, rice is being eaten by him. Number 6, letter is being written by Mita. So you do all that kinds of voice change and tell me, so what is this, active voice or the passive voice? Thanks a lot.